writing, get people reading, get people reciting, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to hand you over to our venerable co-founder and co-curator, Rum T, Franco, who's also our first performer, and she's going to get things going for us. It's going to be an epic night. We're all going to have a lot of pints. We're going to listen to a lot of poems. It's going to be fun. Give it up for Rum T, Franco.
Okay, say my name like you mean it. I offer you my fragile fingers, my trembling bones, my maniac knees, and all you seem to offer me is my name. Vacant, like an inhale too early. So knuckle me down, reused plasticine, then flake me off, dried out salt dough. Then glare into my empty eyes where empty words suck empty flies. Yes, glare into my empty eyes where empty O's starch empty sighs. Yes, feast upon my fleshy thighs where empty sweat drips empty lies. I want my vegan catnip and I want it with a flake. I want another shoulder for another vegan bake. I want for you to gag me. I want to be your slave. I want to be a serpent on a bed, a boat, a grave. On the back of my fag packet, I write another song about courtship without the courting, having a lover with no throng. I write a penicillin and a little more on lust. I write without solution, just a transcendental rust. Say my name just like you mean it. Say it strong and say it brave, for I swear that I will hurt you if I hear that hopeless strain. I don't want to know precaution. I don't want to feel your fears. I'm here to feign affection. I'm here to bear my rear. Yes, say my name just like you mean it. Scream it out towards the door. Forget about the collar. Forget about that whore. Say my name just like you mean it as I lick my cracking lips, as I moan and curse and cry while you bite my other hip. Don't watch me while I'm sleeping. Don't kiss me as I wake. I didn't come for you to love me. Don't make me feel, for goodness sake, I've got a lover in my profile. I've got enough love for my spoons. I don't want for you to kiss me on the dark side of the moon. For he who sings about the dancer and his narcissistic French is the lover who I wait for, the only one who'll quench my thirst for being buried in the clotted cream that moulds beneath my paling bed sheets that I very nearly sold. Say my name just like you mean it, and I'll try to rediscover yours, though my mouth is fixed to wires, fleeting desires. Fragile fingers never really break. This is kind of a mental one, if that wasn't mental enough for you. It's actually, I wrote it when I was writing an essay about counterculture, and it was from the frustration of doing all of that reading and looking into all of that and kind of all the theorising behind it. And it's about a punk band that forms itself in opposition to a mainstream band. Okay. Sony started a band called The Twang. So I start a band called The Anti-Twang. They rip off their guitar strings to floss their rotten teeth. They growl and moan and spit at all those who follow far beneath. They drill holes in all the drum heads and bang their heads against the bass. And I encourage such behaviour. I mean, we need a human face. Now, as Sony's pumping steroids and dressing girls in bras and thongs, we're defeating consumer culture with our counterculture songs. We are smarter than Walmart. We are bubblier than Coca-Cola. We are sweeter than Nestle. We will not ascribe. We will not ascribe. We will not ascribe. We will not assimilate. Who else is with me here? The anti-twang rides against the wave of the capitalist system imposed upon us by a property-owning bourgeoisie with no more on their minds than capital. And capital is bred from states whose capitals dehumanise the proletariat who has unwittingly accepted the system as a natural order. And now for the anti-twang's latest contribution to the new wave of white noise, slitting our wrists over David Cameron's corpse. Bombarding Tory scums HQ with our one mission to carry on through. You want cuts, so we'll give you cuts. And then we're slitting our wrists over Cameron's corpse. Yeah, we're bleeding all over Cameron's corpse. We're slitting our wrists over Cameron's corpse. Yeah, we're bleeding all over David Cameron's corpse. Well, I never said that our way would be pretty. There's got to be destruction before repair. Well, you've got to be prepared to get your knees a little gritty if you want to breathe a less polluted air. Yeah, you've got to be prepared to get a little dirty if you don't want tiny hands under Senza underwear. And now for the twang sensational new release, almost live on radio, Booty Cool at 10. I was going to go to the club because I was looking so fine when he texted me as I was snoring a line. I got on my booty cool shoes and I slipped on my booty cool dress. Yeah, I got on my booty cool shoes and I slipped on my booty cool dress. Yeah, I got on my booty cool shoes and I slipped on my booty cool dress. Yeah, I got on my booty cool shoes and I slipped on my booty cool dress. Holla! Hey! The anti-twang won't take the twang's crap. That chauvinistic, masochistic, patriarchal, commercial, consumerist, capitalist, shit-munching, vomit-spewing crap. We won't sing about that, no. We won't sing about that. Take the streets, comrades, because there's a message to be heard. We are the 99% and we won't be misrepresented. Work as you like night. Leave your mothers, your fathers, your councillors far off in suburbia and pick to the city streets. Emancipate yourselves amongst the annihilation of the roads and signs and supermarkets. Take what you need. Relinquish your rights. Relinquish your rights. I said relinquish your fucking rights, I said! Sony started a band called The Twang. So I started a band called The Anti-Twang. Now everyone follows my band. Now everyone's part of my brand. Now everyone sees Sony's dead. Now everyone takes me to bed. Now everyone sees Sony's dead. Now everyone takes me to bed. So put on your booty cool shoes and put on your booty cool dress. Yeah, put on your booty cool shoes and slip on your booty cool dress. If you want to take the streets, then you got to take a little more, I guess.
Wow.
Okay. This one is about a lady I met outside of Euston Station some time ago. Some people may have heard it before. She has her best conversations with shoes. K-Swiss, Nike, Reebok, Vans, DMs, Abercrombie and Fitch. Fitch £5 per sweat stain. Stitch Kids, El Naturalista, Geo, Hi-Fi, Lely Kelly, Bally, Faith, Converse. Converse. Conversations with shoes all chin-zipped with thick, quick chicken pox sticking to the fibres of her skin. It won't heal. It don't have time to heal when it's 9:32 a.m. 15 minutes to the Northampton train and she's feeling the chill. She can't feel the chill blame. Pass pins and needles now. She's got needles and knives. Can you spare any change, please? Can you spare any change? Can you spare any coins are defaced in this toppling race to the perfect space between pushed plastic packaging and nose pressed against screen windows and all the patent marks and sparks, loafers and drooping Uggs spring past her empty tins for hands because they just didn't hear her. Of course they don't hear her because they're too busy sucking flies, chatting to the clouds, speeding through the crunch of their sugarless cornflakes. At 11:56 a.m. she stubs out her cigarette, kindly offered by a man late for his train, and remembers when she went to Brighton with her best friend Michael, how they fiddled with their marzipan figures and pushed them into the centres of their Sainsbury's fairy cakes. She remembers how they walked along the shore, how Michael found her a cyan shell and gave it a spit and polish so she could wear it proud at the nape of her neck. "Where's that shell now?" she says in the gloom of the London sun. Suddenly £1 rolls into her neighbour, the dairy milk wrapper, and she skips into sick flicks of her wrist, holding the gold tight, slipping it into the pouch of her hoodie. Only £1 more so she can get to Victoria, only £1 more to a bed. But the hours sink like crack-stuck skunk, and most shoes seem to have holes in them. She can't claim a penny more, so she remembers. Again, she remembers. Neon pill chase, electrode sneering, the clouds so alive as she keeps on sneering, and her heart's ejecting and her feet are pumping, and she wants to run away but she keeps on jumping. And where's Michael? Where's Michael in this, touching up a girl at centre stage, hotting her neck and sipping her throat, feeding her ear with unreachable notes? And our girl can't find grasp, and she can't find Hugh. She wants to be back in the secret den, in the Druid woods, back when they were 10, when they didn't want Husk, and they didn't want Shazam, they just wanted each other, a bit of cake, a rope swing and clothes they were allowed to get dirty in. Now he is all wink wink flirty, and when she says stop, he's like, quit getting skirty. And maybe it's true he's just trying to impress, but she's not impressed. Now she's outside, there's a scorch from a headlight, a taxi pulls up. She gets in, she calls up, ring, 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 but he's not answering. They were meant to leave together at 1:30, but he's got that bird in the loo. She knows because he flashed a condom at her 10 minutes ago at the bar. At the bar. At the bartering stages when you've got to choose between a life on the street or a life with a booze-ridden mum who clearly needs help. Your alky-talky mum who comes home at 4 AM with red wine down her shirt and still pulls out the Asda Zone from her secret larder. Hayley has her best conversations with shoes, her name's Hayley. She's 18, she has her best conversations with shoes, her name's Hayley. She's 18, she has her best conversations with shoes like Converse. Converse. The Converse that stood on the cyan shell that fell from the nape of her neck. The Converse that stood on the only breath of her best friend that she had left. Crack, snap, pop. Shell go down. At least I don't have my best conversations with belts, Hayley says.